Hello there, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw older Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond. So, come on, let's get started. Hello there, welcome back. Yes, I'm finally getting around to it. I drew Batman from Batman Beyond a while ago, and you guys have been asking how to draw Bruce Wayne. So I'm going to show you guys how to draw Bruce Wayne, how they came up with the design of Bruce Wayne, and let's just dive right on in. All right, first, we've got to figure out his head, right? So just like in drawing Batman, we're going to start with the circle. I'm going to come out here with an egg shape for the back of the cranium. Halfway down the circle, and draw a horizontal line there, and I'm going to measure the top and the bottom of the circle and bring that size down here to that horizontal line, and that's where I know where to draw Bruce Wayne's jawline. Okay? So if I were to draw Bruce Wayne right now, I'd know that his eyes go right about here, right? His nose comes down right about here, and his mouth comes right about there, right? And then, you do the indent here for the eye socket, and then you've got his awesome jawline, because Bruce Wayne and Batman are a very strong, very nimble person, just like that, right? So there you go. There is Bruce Wayne's head, right? So we got his hairline here, and everything is in place. But now we need to age this about 50 years. So here's how we age a character, okay? I've got his eye socket here. If he is fit, if he eats healthy and he's not getting heavy, the face seems to sunken in a little bit. So we're going to take a lot of the meat off of his cheeks, and we're going to keep the chin where it is, but we're going to sunken in his face a little bit. His jawline is here, and we leave that there, but we take all that muscle out of his jawline. So that forces the chin forward a little bit, doesn't it? We're going to take his resting mouth, and we're going to widen it like that. He's got his laughing line, right? But we're going to pull that down like that. But now I have him kind of smiling here, so I got to fix that, because he very rarely smiles in this show. So we're going to take that line, leave it as long as it is, but then we're going to bring down a line here. And it doesn't go quite that low. We're going to leave it there, just darken it in a little bit. Take that laugh line and bring it around his mouth there like that. The nose comes out a little further, because whether you know it or not, on your face, the nose and the ears are the only things that continue to grow. I'm going to give him that little divot there because he's kind of long in the mouth. And give him his nostril there. All right, his eyes. The only things that kind of stay the same, except they kind of sag down a little bit. They kind of assume the shape of the Batman cowl. His eyebrows are in a permanent grimace. They got bushier and heavier, just like that. Now, like I said, the ears continue to grow. So his ears are a little bigger than they were in the last incarnation of the show. But we've got a different art style here too. So there's the side of his hair here. His hairline moved up ever so slightly. And the side definitely came up a little bit. He has bags under his eyes, right? Because he's a little older. He's not sleeping as well. And then he has, I don't know if it's a wrinkle or if it's a scar, but it comes down just like that. Now, I've got his neck down here because I was showing you where Bruce began, but gotta remember he's older now, and his neck is hunched forward. So we're gonna change the direction of the neck like this. Gonna give him some wrinkle in there. And he's wearing a collared shirt here. I'm sure he's not wearing a t-shirt underneath a coat, but it looks that way, right? We're dealing with the future, so the future has some different clothing styles. It looks like he's wearing a dickie, but I'm sure he's not. So we're drawing Bruce in the future. Bruce is older. I think we've made that perfectly clear, right? Oh, forgot to give him his scowl wrinkles up here in his forehead. He is 6 heads tall. Take this and we're going to measure 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So here's where his pelvis will be. 2, 3. Okay. The beauty about the style of Batman Beyond, they took the oversimplified version of Batman for the Superman Batman Power Hour, and they kept it very streamlined, very simplistic, which made this a dream to draw. Okay. Nice, strong, streamlined lines. He still has a bit of a chest. But if I were to draw in his arms the way that he used to be, he'd be drawn like this, right? And then the hand, which is like, you gotta remember he's hunched over, so that arm comes down, so does the hand. But we're dealing with Bruce Wayne, who's been pretty immobile for a little while. He is not weight training anymore. So he's not working on his muscles. His shoulders come in quite a bit. And because he's hunched over with his neck, the shoulders come down too. Now, gotta also remember that Bruce stands with a cane. So we got his elbows here. His elbow is going right here. And he needs the assistance of a cane to keep him upright. His cane is nothing more than a straight stick downward. His shoes, by this point, they were really going for a very stylized look. No longer were they trying to keep up with the 90s, trying to figure out what that meant. They were going with whatever they felt like the 2000s should look like on TV. So they had carte blanche to do whatever they wanted, and they nailed it. Guys, if you like this drawing video, please feel free to give it a like. I could use them. If you like drawing like Bruce Timm, I've got a whole playlist right here for you. Let's give it a whirl and let's continue drawing together. I want to thank you guys so much for drawing with me today, and until the next video, we will see you later.